So week 3 is upon us, and it is now that I'm fully realising that last week the title changed hands and I was so caught up in the ratings and the stars and Finn Balor's abs that it just completely didn't register in the moment. So congratulations to Finn Balor, who is the new NXT UK champion. And it's time to deal with the fallout. So first of all, the commissioner says, just a reminder, try to ensure that your opening match and your main event are both stronger than the mid-card match. The crowd wants to see a show that starts on a high and ends on a high. Well, you're in luck, Triple H, because I have the show for them. It's called NXT, and it's run by Sonya Deville. Put the match you think will have the least raucous crowd reaction in the middle of the card. I can't put all of them there. That loser Tamina attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with her within the next 3 weeks. Well, that's nice and easy because I was planning to put her and Tamina in the middle of the card. I kid. I won't be doing that. They will be opening the show, I think, for the title. Because at this stage, I'm desperate for something to happen. I've told her it seems reasonable. And the reason that it seems reasonable is because I was going to do it anyway. But don't tell her that. That's our little secret. Chester isn't happy about losing his championship last week, and as a former champion, he's enacting his rematch clause. He wants a championship match against Finn, and nobody else better get a title shot before him. I can't say no to that face. To that mask, which is a cross between Zorro and a pair of marigolds. He has mopped up my heart. So where was I? Yeah. The opener, we said, was going to be Shotzi and Tamina in a title match. Straight away. The main event was always going to be Finn Balor and Chester. In a tables match. Not for the title. Yeah, for the title. It has to be for the title. Duh. Silly RLS. And then the mid-card is where the tag team magic can happen. You know. Because that's what it's been doing so far. This will be the week it gets 5 stars, beats everything else, and I get shouted at. So I kind of want to keep somebody who I'm not using relevant. So we'll do that with Volta. And then we'll do a call out to try and boost that rivalry to level 2. Because I know you're supposed to go into the pay-per-views with as high level as possible rivalries, and so far I've done very badly at getting the rivalries above level 1. I think it goes to level 4, which says absolutely nothing good about my booking abilities. So this week we are going to go big in terms of the arena and Guerrilla Crew. we're getting the optional bonuses for those two. I can get the special bonus for Gorilla Crew if I turn one more of these into a special match type, which I am going to do. I'm going to make that one. No, I'm not. You know why? Because that would risk making it better than the opener and the main event again. So I'll do it with this one. I'll make that an Extreme Rules. This is a very costly show. All but one segment is costing me money. We're going to use Beginner's Luck, which pops an achievement that I could have sworn I'd already gotten, but okay. And we've given Chester his exclusive title rematch. We've given Shotzi the grudge match against Tamina. Hopefully it will recognise it as a grudge match even though it's for the title. And we fulfilled this week's commissioner goal, which will nab us some free arena booking, which is going to come in really handy considering the show cost this week is astronomical. But you know, it could be the show that breaks me, but it could be the show that makes me. $90,500. Let's see if it's money well spent. So starting off with the most expensive match of the night, an Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's Championship, Shotzi versus Tamina.
1, 2, 3.
It was amazing. I have never been happier. Shotzi and Tamina finally living up to their potential and having a match worthy. And the promo was okay. Again, I'm going with the philosophy that the same as last week, that anything that isn't bad, any word that doesn't have universally negative connotations is fine. Now the tag team match. I want this to do well, but I want it to do well contextually. I want it to do well in itself, but not better than the opener and not better than the main event. Otherwise Triple H will shout at me again and he has angry eyebrows.
1, 2, 3.
And it was okay. So I only need the main event to better okay. I only need the main event to do 3 stars. And this week has been a roaring success. So we've got the call out now, and it was excellent. It grows the rivalry. This week is going really, really well. The tables match main event, the title rematch, the chance for Chester to get back his title and then presumably polish it because he loves cleaning.
1, 2, 3.
But he doesn't get it back. And we do best the mid-card by half a star. It was good. The whole show was good. I'm very happy with that. Now, I'm not half as worried as I would have been if I hadn't have booked such a good show at seeing an Extreme Rules opening title match between Roddy Strong and John Cena. Roderick Strong coming, of course, off last week's promo that was the worst part of their show. Big Match John should be able to get his NXT career back on track.
1, 2, 3.
And he does. It was great. It wasn't quite as good as our opener, which is fine. I don't mind them having good matches as long as they're not as good as mine. Cameron Grimes doing an okay promo. Yeah, I think that was the same as Volta. And then they've got Kane versus Joaquin Wilde.
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Mediocre. Again, as I was saying in the last week of shows, mediocre doesn't necessarily mean bad. Mediocre just means meh. And then they've got this, a call out, Lacey Evans and Beth Phoenix, who I think they had in a match together in week 1. It was good. That doesn't surprise me. That would be good. That would be a good feud. Bring Lacey back and have her feud with Beth Phoenix. It'll be great. And the main event is the... Is it the same as week 2?
1, 2,
It was
3.
good in week 2. It can't be that good again. That's really disappointing that they've managed to capture that lightning in a bottle 2 weeks running. I'm very annoyed with that. But at the same time, I think this week we might have just had the better show. I think it was all consistently good. We grew some rivalries. The logistics will hopefully have helped us with the money too. We only lost in the main event. But there was good booking. And this is the important part. Now, 91,146 fans. I wasn't expecting as much profit. I was expecting the profit margin to be thinner this week because of all the logistics and the special match types. But nearly 100,000 fans. Not far off 100,000 fans. And even the fans are happier. It was a hell of a show. It started strong and ended strong. Which is ironic because their show started strong as well. Roderick Strong. Decent enough promo by Volta tonight. From Phenomenal Snob. Is he any relation to the snob from last week's thing? It was a good promo by Volta because he didn't grab the microphone and declare that his name was Gunter. So overall, I'm very happy with that. But obviously the important thing is the fans change for NXT. Really need it to be lower. After a week like that, really need it to be lower than 91,000. I got my free arena booking, which is nice. We did do better than them on the fans change. They did much, much better than us financially. But we were healthier in that department anyway. Whereas, in terms of fans, we hammered them this week. The things that they were saying, they never expected to see Kane wrestling again at NXT. He still got it. I think we'll see Kane wrestle again. Maybe once his contract with NXT runs out, I'll bring him in for an NXT UK run. Usually when there's a Kane in the news in the UK, it's because he scored a penalty for the national team. It's an underrated joke. So, we are still behind. We were playing catch up anyway. Looking at the amount of fans they've got and the amount of fans that we've got, we can catch them up. If we continue to do the right things like we did this week was a sign that I am not totally hopeless when it comes to booking. And I think we can go on now to do good things, and I confidently predict that by the end of the first pay-per-view, I will at least still be in second place.